Merry Christmas out there to all you traders. My name is D7 here at Grok Trade, and I've been trading in the live markets nearly 30 years. I'll be able to help you with technical analysis, and let's spend a few moments together and see if I can. It's a great time of year. Love Christmas. Got a Christmas tree behind me, and we want to take a look at the markets here. This is the S&P 500 ETF called Spider SPY. And we had a brutal week, gang. I mean, all major markets were down, including Bitcoin. VIX spiked higher, which is the fear index, and the markets come crashing down. But on Friday, we had a big gap down, started off really bearish, and then it rallied higher. So what are we looking at here, gang? What we're looking at is a buy opportunity. So we had these bearish divergences. These divergences are marked with red trend lines, and I've been talking about these for some time. Never know when these things are going to break down, but when you have a rising wedge and it finally does break that trend line, when that happens, gang, all bets are off on the bull side, and look for that thing to get slippery dickory dock straight down the clock. This thing went bam, went down blowing through all major moving averages. It blew through this major trend line, and then the 50-day moving average closing below it. Next day, it gapped up on Thursday at the 50-day moving average, and then bam, back down. Then we got down below a major area of support. You can see that was resistance, support. We broke it. Bulls came in, said this is a huge buy opportunity. They rallied back higher. I think to close out the year, we have a pretty good chance of rallying higher. But we got a lot of upside resistance. Falling moving averages, these trend lines are huge. Let's go to the diamonds. Diamonds have been going down so far. It's the longest drop we have seen in 51 years, guys. That is huge. And if you look at the RSI, I'm going to pull this up now. RSI is big time oversold on the diamonds, and it hooked higher. Buy opportunity. Again, it could be short-lived. It could be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It's hard telling here because what do we have here? A lot of overhead resistance, and that could play havoc on the markets. So looking at the diamonds, yes, it could be a buy opportunity, but it could be short-lived. Look at the huge volume capitulation also on a shorter time frames taking place. Larger time frames, we're not seeing capitulation yet. The massive volume spikes that we're looking for, I'm looking for huge volume spikes. I'm looking for a lot of volatility, and I'm looking for negative GDP to be able to start signaling a market top. I am not seeing that yet. That's where we're at. And if you look here at the Qs, and by the way, guys, I'm not running any YouTube ads. If you've noticed that, that's worth a like, and a like doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything for anything else. I'm not running YouTube ads. So check this out. Here are the Qs. The Qs gapped lower, rallied back, and blew up through two trend lines. Because of that, I'm getting rid of. I'm gonna keep those trend lines. That one trend line was marked null and void. And what's interesting here? Look here. We had resistance. We go through resistance, come back down. That's a jab. So we had a jab on a trend line. That trend line jab came back down, and then bam, straight down. Man, on Wednesday it was bloody. And then Thursday gapped up, and then bam to this support line, this trend line. Again, very, very important. Then got down on Friday and it rallied higher, but it rallied up quite a bit up to these upper areas and sold back up. But it looks like a buy opportunity. The small caps, Russell 2000, down. Wednesday, bam, straight down. We just cracked that trend line. We gapped up, closed back below that trend line, and it's fighting big time on this trend line. Huge fight taking place. Closed below it. It should have dropped. It went above and then dropped again. That should have sealed its fate lower. It did gap down. A lot of momentum heading down here on the Russell IWM, which is the Russell 2000 Small Caps ETF, Exchange Traded Fund. But it rallies back on huge volume. But a lot of that volume, guys, is sell volume. You see the upper shadow there? It's a large upper shadow, and it comes selling back down. This is a huge area of fighting taking place. The question is, will we, in fact, rally higher? We have a really good chance of that happening. And I'm just taking a look here. Now, I was just seeing if the futures markets were open by the time I was looking at this, and it's not. And financials, very important we watch the financials. Markets are as strong as financials there to support it. Down, 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 down. We get to this trend line. You see that broke the back right there. Financial, it broke that trend line right there. When it broke it, it was like bam, straight down, and then it's trying to rally up. Dangerous area to be buying, guys, because we have a lot of overhead resistance. But if we can claw back above all of this, guys, look for this to rally straight back higher. The markets could get nice and bullish if it can do that. US dollar up, up, up. We found support on Thursday, Friday. We broke down below it. So US dollar could start to drop here. For this reason, I'm going to get rid of this line. That line is not important to me anymore. I don't think I'm ready to draw another line here yet. Actually, will I do that? I mean, that's a good question. What I may do is go here, here. No, I'm not going to do that. Line at gold. If you take a look at gold, gold down, 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 broke all support, rallied back. It closed above this trend line, but it's finding a lot of resistance here. You got to be careful buying gold at this moment. There's a chance that this thing could rally up. If so, we'll have a bullish death hook. If we get back up here, bullish death hook, and you'll see gold take off. And silver, it's kind of the same thing. If it rallies up and comes up, bears or a bullish death hook, this thing can get really bullish and fast. If we can get back up in this area and see a nice volume flowing up into this, let's see if we can see that. VIX, huge, huge, huge spike. I mean, on this time, if we take a look at this spike on Wednesday, I think I shared this with you guys already. That spike was 74%. The next day, but we dropped on Friday 24%. Huge drop right back down to this trend line, broke below it. I'm going to get rid of that line. This thing, now we got some support areas. Can we get back down to these areas? Maybe Bitcoin at 95,000 at the time of this. Not ready to buy it. You know, a couple sessions ago, that looked really good. Pull back with a hammer, looked like it's ready to go higher. It was not ready yet. But I think we're going to be looking for a bottom here soon and get a buy opportunity really soon. So if you're looking for an opportunity to buy, that will be it. So Merry Christmas to everybody. What a time of year. Spend it with friends and family. Spend it with those that you love, and hug those that need a hug. Help those who need an extra hand. Don't turn a blind eye to these individuals. Many of you guys are very giving. Many of you have benevolent hearts and you do give. And, you know, the Bible says, if you're giving, don't let your left hand know what your right's doing, to keep it private. So when you give, do so with humility and do so with a great heart, helping those, especially at this time, especially if they have children and they are single, it's a single mom that with children, if you know of any of them, go the extra mile. Or if you know of a family that lost their job, go the extra mile to help them out. This is the time that everybody should be helped, that needs to be helped. Not everyone gets that opportunity, but most of us who are watching this video, chances are you're blessed. Chances are you are in a position where it wouldn't hurt you to help somebody. I just ask that you open your eyes, you see opportunities that are around you, and step out and do that. So anyway, with that, guys, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of the Grok ecosystem. Take care, and Merry Christmas to you all. Guys, why are you still here? You just watched my video and now you're still lingering around. Might as well be with you now that I have your undivided attention. Listen, if you haven't done so yet, I highly recommend putting in a foundation of trading, your foundation of trading through a mentor. For learning to fly a plane, you wouldn't just go through ground school before you start flying in the friendly skies. What you would be doing, though, is going up first with your flight instructor.
Same thing if you're going to learn to ride a bike, you better have somebody behind you helping you ride a bike. Surgery, you're not going to read a few books and do heart surgery. So every principle in with being guided by a mentor, let finances be this. If you're a trader, you rate you from amateurs to professionals. Mentoring will do that for you. Anyway.